Hello everyone and welcome to my Sister Wives Gossip. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Teresa Giudice blames producers for House of Villains' epic fail. Real Housewives star Teresa Giudice wanted to bond with her House of Villains co-stars, but her efforts were a massive flop. She put the blame on the producers. Keep reading to find out what happened. Teresa Giudice names biggest Bravo villain. Teresa Giudice was a guest on Bravo's Watch What Happens Live on September 17. She was asked to name the network's villains. Teresa didn't hold back as she rattled off the names of several housewives. She tapped RHO alum Kenya Moore, RHO's Lisa Rinna, the Real Housewives of Potomac alum Candy S. Dillard Bassett, and the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City star Monica Garcia as villains. But she reserved the top spot for another Bravo celebrity outside the Housewives franchise. Nearly a year after Scandoval made headlines nationwide, Tom Sandoval is still the biggest Bravo villain, according to Teresa Giudice. Surprisingly, the RHONJOG didn't name her sister-in-law/sworn enemy Melissa Gorga as one of the network's villains. She said in another segment that she has her brother and his wife blocked on social media. That's why she never sees Melissa's cooking videos. The videos may have been a huge help in preventing a major fail during Teresa's time on Season 2 of House of Villains. As viewers saw, Teresa Giudice made an effort to bond with her co-stars through her cooking. The RHONJ star is the author of 4 cookbooks, but her food was widely criticized by everyone in the house. The RHONJ star claimed on WWHL that the producers of House of Villains set her up to fail. How? According to Reality Tea, Teresa Giudice promised her housemates a beef roast that turned out inedible. She claimed that the producers provided her with brisket to cook. Despite leaving her co-stars with empty stomachs, Teresa Giudice is still in the competition. The winner gets a $200,000 cash prize and the title of America's Ultimate Supervillain. Maybe Teresa should unblock her sister-in-law for some cooking tips. Teresa Giudice thought she was stepping into House of Villains with a game plan, show the world she could be the queen bee without getting stung. But somewhere between the glaring lights, the dramatic sound effects, and the confessionals filmed at ungodly hours, the Real Housewives of New Jersey star says things went south, and she's pointing the finger squarely at the producers. "It set me up," Teresa allegedly told a close friend, who wasted no time whispering it to gossip blogs. From day one, they had a storyline in mind, and it wasn't mine. From Queen of Jersey to reality TV target. When the casting for House of Villains first came her way, Teresa says she envisioned it as a redemption arc. Sure, she flipped tables, fought with co-stars, and delivered enough quotable one-liners to fill a book, but she wanted to prove she could be competitive and likable. Instead, she claims producers painted her as the mob boss of the house, pulling strings in the shadows. "They gave me this villain music every time I walked into a room," Teresa complained. Like hello, maybe I was just going to the kitchen to get coffee. It wasn't just editing, she insists. It was orchestrated drama. According to her, producers encouraged the other contestants to poke the bear by bringing up her past legal troubles, her prison stint, and her family feuds. "I'm there to compete for charity money, and they're talking about Joe Giudice and my time in Danbury," she said. It's low. The explosion producers wanted. One particularly heated episode, now being replayed endlessly on social media, shows Teresa hurling a glass across the kitchen after a co-star made a crack about her cooking. Fans assumed it was classic Giudice temper, but Teresa swears the moment was manufactured. "They told me right before filming that my charity might not get any money if I didn't stand up for myself," she revealed. "They basically dangled my cause in front of me like a carrot. Of course, I'm gonna react if I think my charity's being disrespected." According to an on-set source, producers have been itching for a meltdown all week. They wanted Teresa to explode, the source said. They knew that clip would go viral, and it did. Allegations of sleep deprivation and manipulation. The reality TV grind is notoriously tough, but Teresa says House of Villains took it to another level. She claims contestants were kept awake with bright lights, late-night interviews, and constant house alarms for security checks. Half the time, I didn't know if it was morning or night, Teresa shared. When you're that tired, you're more emotional. You cry more, you yell more. Exactly what they want for her was the misleading rules. She says game twists were suddenly announced without explanation, often in ways that made her look like she was cheating or backstabbing. They had me doing things on camera, but wouldn't explain the full challenge, she explained. Then, in editing, it looked like I was breaking the rules. Total setup. A war with the showrunner. Behind the scenes, Teresa's frustrations allegedly boiled over into a full-blown argument with the show's executive producer. She called him out in the middle of filming, a crew member spilled. She told him she wasn't a puppet and that she'd walk off set if they didn't stop twisting her words. The confrontation, reportedly cut from the final episodes, was said to be tense enough that production briefly paused. Teresa was later persuaded to stay, but only after being promised that the final edit would show her true intentions. She kept saying, "I'm not the villain, I'm the survivor," the crew member recalled. It was clear she was over it. Why is she speaking out now? With the season wrapped and the drama still playing out on air, Teresa is using her platform to push back. She's been dropping hints in interviews and on her podcast, Nemes B. Dollarches, about how reality TV isn't always reality. You think you're seeing the truth, but you're seeing a movie, she told listeners. They have scripts in their heads, and you better believe they're gonna get their ending, no matter what really happens. Some fans are rallying behind her, saying they believe her version of events. Others, however, think it's just Teresa trying to save face after another TV blow-up. I love her, but this is classic deflection, one social media commenter wrote. She's always blaming someone else for her behavior. The producers clapped back. While the House of Villains production team has not issued an official statement, a source close to the show says Teresa's claims are exaggerated. She's a professional reality star. She knows the game, the insider said. If she didn't want drama, she wouldn't have signed on. She gave us exactly what we asked for, and she knows it. The source also suggested that Teresa's fiery moments were 100% her own, adding, "Nobody told her to throw a glass. Nobody told her to yell. That's Teresa being Teresa." Damage control or future strategy. Some speculate Teresa's outspokenness is part of a bigger plan, with whispers of a Real Housewives of New Jersey cast shakeup and other reality TV opportunities in the works. She could be rebranding herself as the victim of manipulative editing to attract more sympathetic roles. She might be paving the way for a docuseries or even her own talk show, one PR insider suggested. The narrative of "I was wronged by reality TV" is a powerful one right now. Whether strategic or sincere, Teresa's version of events paints a much darker picture of House of Villains than fans saw on screen. She's hinted that she has behind-the-scenes footage and voice recordings that could prove everything, though she stopped short of saying she'll release them. "If they keep trying to make me look bad, I'll protect myself," she warned cryptically. The future of Teresa in reality TV. For now, Teresa is focusing on her family, her podcast, and her wellness brand, but she's not swearing off reality TV altogether. In fact, she says she'd be open to doing another competitive show under very strict conditions. "I'd need creative control and no fake storylines," she said. "If you want the real Teresa, you get the real Teresa, not some character you made up." Fans will have to wait and see whether her claims about House of Villains spark any formal response from producers. But one thing's certain, Teresa Giudice knows how to keep herself in the headlines, whether she's flipping tables in New Jersey or pointing fingers in Hollywood. As for House of Villains, the controversy might be exactly what they wanted all along. After all, nothing sells like a scandal. And if there's one thing reality TV loves more than a hero, it's a villain with a microphone.